All right. So Bandipur happened after a long deliberation from my end. I had inquired about this trip with Shashank, and because of my work commitments, I was not sure whether I'll be able to make it or not. And I was dilly-dallying about the decision. And then one fine day, Shashank gives me a call on, I think it was 28th of June, somewhere in the afternoon. And I said, yes, I'm coming. So he was like, then please make the payments. I still took 2 days to make them because I was still not sure about coming to Bandipur. Reasons being the monsoon season, and also I was not sure whether I'll be able to actually make it because I'd already missed one previous very important trip with Shashank. Nevertheless, I said I'll still go, and yeah, that's how it actually happened. So 14th, I land in Bangalore, and then Bandipur happens to me.
I've been on 2 safaris with Shashank, and Kana and Tarago were incredibly interesting, completely different experiences. And then when my daughter decided to come from the US to visit, I said, let's do this together. And so we are here in Bandipur.
Yeah, I'd never been on a safari before, so this was a pleasant surprise for sure. And also after hearing raving reviews from my mother about her last couple of experiences with Shashank, it sounded like an opportunity that I couldn't miss. So that's why I'm here.
This jungle is much different from, say, Corbett or Ranthambore or Kana. It's very different from Kana in the sense that the shrubbery here is quite thick, and I mean, even big animals like the elephant or the gaur just simply get eaten away by the shrubbery. 1 minute they are there and the next they are not there. So in that sense, and also most of the other places are quite flat, whereas this has a very undulating terrain. So it was a different feeling, and especially when you went to higher levels and you saw ranges till the end of the horizon. I think that was a very different experience. Worth it.
But all in all, first time safari in a monsoon, and a good experience. The clear, crisp weather and the beauty, the freshly painted the forest. It is looking so beautiful. The skies and the clouds, super duper.
The Bandipur jungle to start off with was, I mean, like you mentioned before we started off our safari, the terrain was a bit undulating and a bit hilly in nature. So, keeping that in mind, patience was the name of the game. So I think the entire process was very fulfilling. To start off with seeing a lot of elephants, gaurs, and different types of birds, to 2-3 hours of spotting nothing, but just keeping our eye out in the open and looking out for pug marks and stuff like that. So I just love the entire process of being in the jungle for 5 safaris and 1 more to go.
Right, I think Bandipur is a jungle, as I said before. I think it offers a completely new experience to everyone who plans to come here. And like Neeraj was saying, I think the terrain itself is very pristine. The jungle looked beautiful, perhaps at her sort of most natural best because of the monsoon, setting in of the monsoon.
We can explore a lot in Bandipur. Irrespective of finding the tigers and leopards, we can find other than that, plenty of birds where I can ever see the species. Gaur, a number of gaur. Elephants, which is one my favorite animal. I saw with small baby elephants, spotted deers, and barking deer, and samba deer.
We were again standing at the place where we had kind of caught a glimpse of for the previous day, and then suddenly one of the forest rangers immediately called and said, "You have to come here." And we also heard the calls, and we ran to the place. And oh my God, she was sitting there on the middle branches of the tree, having devouring the kill. I think that's the only way to put it, because she was eating so fast, and then looking here and there. So we've got such beautiful shots. And then I think the best part of the whole experience was her moving down and looking through the branches of the trees, and then the walk down the stem of the tree. Oh my gosh! And
Seeing the leopard, 15, 18 feet above and climbing down on a massive tree like a lizard was a sight to behold. Wow, it was fantastic.
Very nice.
That experience of right from the moment we heard about it and to the point we reached it, sighting it, seeing it, staying there, seeing it eat the kill, and being able to enjoy that entire process was amazing. I mean, it was like just being zoned into that entire experience. So I think that will certainly stay with me for a very long time.
I think, her name is very intriguing, very nice. Misai Kari. She's got this most brilliant big whiskers. She's almost like an icon. I think feeding on the kill, all of that was fascinating. But I think the way she climbed down the tree, almost effortlessly, and it was almost like poetry in motion, right? When she just slid down and then she ran away into the thick of the jungle.
The stay, the pickup, everything was very good. And the special mention about the JLR, the jungle lodges, the staff, especially Ramesh and the gang and everything, the Prakash. Special mention about the food also, very homely, not spicy, and a variety. And a variety means there was a green vegetable and the lentils and the desserts. Everything was meticulously planned every day. Good.
It's been a while since I've stayed at either a lodge or a resort in India, so this was a very welcoming change, especially given the weather and given the nature of our itinerary as well. Everyone was just super helpful, constantly letting us know that they're there. The housekeeper who was also there to assist us with our rooms had exchanged numbers, and he said, text me or call me at any time, and come and get whatever you need. The food is obviously really nice. It was overall pretty good experience.
Pradeep, I think, has been one of the best.
Find, which is a good find.
Yeah, he's a very good find in the sense driver, some guide, some naturalist,
Come photographer.
He had some amazing shots on his camera, and also he helped us get those amazing shots. So we have wonderful memories to carry forward. And he gave us knowledge not just about the jungle or just about the particular bird or animal that we saw, but overall what Bandipur is all about. I think
such a huge area.
Yeah, that made us appreciate the jungle much more than we would have.
Pradeep was very well knowledgeable on this safari, where we can find specifically particular leopard, and he know the timings and the leopard cubs or whatever it is, and he made us to wait for 2.5 hours where we can see the leopard. That is very important. Not all drivers will be such a patience. I found Pradeep was my luck. I feel so. That is the reason I saw the leopard. I feel Shashank was very the most patience fellow in where I have ever faced, and he want me to see the leopard at any chance. That is most important, and which I like the most from Shashank. He felt it very personally, and he was very patient in finding the leopard. Very hardly we got, but we saw it.
Being extremely alert of this various sightings. I mean, in a moving vehicle, he was able to sight quite a few animals like the barking deer, the owl. I mean, that shows a lot in terms of what is he. I mean, his passion as a naturalist that comes so naturally to him.
Like I said right from the beginning, I've never been on a safari experience before, so this was, I can't really compare this to anything else, but I can definitely say that this won't be my last safari experience with Shashank. I think that right from coordinating our departure to arrival, and again, tomorrow's over and we're about to leave, I'm pretty sure that a lot of this takes time and energy and effort, and I can definitely appreciate him for that. Overall, the safari experience has been really nice. Definitely one to remember.
So for me, what stood out in the safari experience with Shashank was that two things. One, I mean, his passion for wildlife and the jungle, and also the immense amount of patience that he had dealing with 7 different people from different parts of the country, with some having lots of experience, and people like Neeraja and I being our first safari, patiently answering each and every one of our questions. Basically, Shashank's the one-man show of Wilderlust.
That was an amazing safari, guys. If you would like to in fact join us on our safari tours and expeditions, please do connect with us on the platforms mentioned below. And if you'd like to know more on India's wildlife and our protected areas, please do subscribe to our channel. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.